I'm not here to teach you what to think. I'm here to teach you how to think.
A question? What is it?
Sometimes I'll notice that a girl will just assume the social construct
They always should.
of the addition mode, and without having said anything to them, they end up, when you tell them, no, this is just being friends or something, they become very hurt by that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In our society, in North American society, at the very least, women have all been raised to believe that if a man comes over to talk to them in the first place, it's because he wants something from them, and what he wants from them is sex. The concept, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, has to do with that if you've ever told a woman who wanted to have sex with you, no, my goodness, you're going to have a hard time. If you don't remove the standard preconception that you're making a deal, and the deal is, if the girl gives you this thing that you want, you're going to give the girl back what she wants, which is security and validation. She'll feel that she's been taken advantage of. She'll feel she's been ripped off. It would be the same thing as if you were to walk into a store, say, "Are these cookies for sale?" The shopkeeper said, "Yeah." You said, "Great." You took one, you ate it. You said, "Yeah, I don't really want it." Now, from the perspective of the girl, if she's decided that she's prepared to give it up to you, unless she is, as we would describe her socially, a slut, she's going to be mad if you haven't followed through on your unspoken but socially standard commitment. The good news is there are women out there who will go to bed with you not expecting anything at all, not even necessarily expecting your phone number, unless they had a good time with you. Okay? Of course, we've all trained each other, we males have all trained each other to stay away from those women, because to have sex with those women gets us that disapproval that we all fear so desperately. You see, if you hook up with a girl that 3 other guys in your year at college have hooked up with, and people know about it, you hooked up with Sally, but she was with Bob and Ted and Bill. Oh, she's a slut. And you go, "I don't want to marry her. I just want to sleep with her." Well, truth is, you might really like Sally, but suddenly you know that if you admit to your friends, "I really like Sally. They'll go, "Oh, she's a tramp. She's a harlot. She's of no value." And you'll have to face that. And that's not a lot of fun. Any man who's ever had his girlfriend described as a slut, especially by a lot of people, knows that it doesn't feel very good. But that's, again, a social construct we've bought into, because while no one's father says to them, "And by the way, stay away from girls who've had sex with more than 3 people that you know in a year," their parents talk about sluts as a negative thing and disapprove of sluts, because sluts, and it's such a nasty sounding word, have no self-respect because they make up their own mind. To this day, I've never been able to figure out how that works. Okay? If I said to any of you guys, "What? You've been with 30 girls? You must have no self-respect." You'd think I'm on glue. If I said, "You decide to go to bed with people because they turn you on and you find them amusing?" "Oh, you tramp." Right? But for women, it's very different. And that's because men, in their need to feel their children are their own, built this structure of a wife who is a possession and can be relied upon only to have your children. Now, in the old days, the way they'd do this would be they'd find someone and they'd geld him and raise him as a slave, a castrated man, who they would have guard the harem. And as long as the girls never got out, then the children that were born would be his, presuming that no one within his organization snuck in and none of the girls snuck out. But like house cats, when women want to get done, they have a special way of managing it. Now, 5,000 years ago, someone said, "Hey, this is really costing us an awful lot. It's really hard to find people to sign up to be castrated and to live out their lives as harem guards. I wouldn't want that job." So someone said, what we need is a metaphorical construct of a all-powerful, all-knowing, punisher who will punish people for operating outside of these social constructs. Santa Claus. Wait. God. Even better.